Alright, so in a pre-show match between Kane and Goldust, which went for 80, Kane got the win. That's nuts, 87. I didn't think he performed that well, so that's good. Then had a match between Vampiro and Gregory Helms, which went for 59. Vampiro 57, and Greg Helms for 53. Not too bad. Alright, so Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler welcome everybody to Raw. They hype the upcoming show and are still in disbelief at Bret Hart showing up and costing Stone Cold last night at Judgement Day. Will they get answers? They also know that Edge and Christian will defend their new tag team championships against the returning Legion of Doom tonight. The show starts off with Shawn Michaels making his way to the ring as the new WWF champion, but his celebration seems a little bit muted. He grabs a microphone and says he is back where he belongs at the top of the mountain of the wrestling world, and it feels oh so good, but he has to address the elephant in the room. He says that he knows anything can happen in the WWF, but seeing Bret Hart back in a WWF arena was the last thing anyone expected, let alone helping him out against Stone Cold Steve Austin for the WWF Championship right in Montreal. But instead of spending last night drinking champagne and having a body-filled hotel room, he was looking for answers, and nobody is saying a word. He needs to know for his own sanity what the hell is going on. The fans in the arena need to know. The millions at home need to know. Nothing happens here without Vince's approval. Nobody's stupid, Vince, so get out of here and explain yourself. Vince sheepishly makes his way down the ramp and begins to tell the crowd that he had nothing to do with Jim Neidhart or Bret Hart's appearance last night. Do you really think he wants that son of a bitch back here? After what he did to the WWF, what he did to that championship? He's Vince McMahon. He doesn't need his motives questioned. He has no motive except to entertain these fans. Bret Hart's theme music hits and the crowd goes wild. He makes his way down to the ring and Shawn Michaels prepares for a fight. Bret grabs a microphone and tells him that he is not down here to scuffle. He's going to give you the answers that you want. He then proceeds to tell the crowd that while the match with Bill Goldberg took years off his life, it certainly wasn't going to be the final nail in the coffin of his career. While he was rehabbing and training, one recurring dream kept coming to him, and that was the dream of redemption. 4 years ago, Shawn Michaels robbed him of everything. All the years of loyalty, sweat, blood and dedication to help make what the WWF is today, taken away from him because you couldn't stand the fact that the competition saw in me what everybody else saw, the face of wrestling, the face of a generation, the face of this very business. Nobody has been talking about the acquisition of WCW, Vince. No one cares. But after what I did to last night, everybody is talking and everybody is watching and everybody is waiting on what I want. And I want him. I want my title that I never lost, and I want to take it from that son of a bitch standing right there. I want redemption. You're going to give me Shawn Michaels at the ironically named King of the Ring, because deep down you know that's exactly what I am, and that's exactly what you need. See you around, champ. Bret's music plays as he drops the microphone and leaves, with Shawn stone-faced and Vince is furious. 92 rated. Good opening segment. We then have a match between Rob Van Dam and Kurt Hennig, which went for 70. Ravi D got the win with a frog splash. Not bad. Not bad at all. Undertaker's found Cactus Jack backstage and says despite not getting the 1-2-3 last night, he showed the whole world what a bad dude he still is. And he is far from done with Hogan and his boys. He asked Cactus if Judgment Day was a one and done because they've been booked in a tag match tonight against Hogan and Hall, and he needs to know if he's in. Cactus smiles and says he's all in. 89 rated. We had a match between Edge and Christian versus the Legion of Doom, which went for 79. Edge and Christian retained the title after hitting a concerto to Hawk while the ref was down. 79 rated. Christian, yeah, it was pretty good actually. Why was it low? Okay, fine. 79 rated. Chris Jericho is in the ring and he feels betrayed by what he thought was his friend and his fellow Canadian Chris Benoit, but it turns out that he's just a snivelling idiot. He demands that he gets his ugly ass out here now, but he's interrupted by Latino Heat. Eddie makes his way to the ring and tells him that I don't know if he saw last night, but he beat Mr. Perfect twice in the same night, and that means he's next in line for the Intercontinental Championship. Besides, nobody wants to see Y2J anymore. It's 2001. Chris Benoit comes out and says he did what he did because he, as well as the fans, are sick of seeing this prestigious belt on a wannabe like Jericho. He can never hang with the likes of him or anyone else that has held this title. If he wants me so bad, go through Eddie tonight and I might think about it. 86 rated. Jesus, what a match. We now have a match between Eddie and Jericho. Eddie wins with the frog splash after Benoit nails him with the title. Eddie thanks Chris for the help, but he might as well drop that pretty little title around to his house tonight along with his pretty little wife. A fight breaks out and they brawl to the back. 86. It's a decent match. I'm pleased with that. That's good. China is then seen backstage being congratulated by Lita, who's still in her neck brace after her attack from Trish for her win last night, when they are jumped by Trish and a new friend who is stomping China with the high heels. The camera pans up and it's ex-WCW Nitro girl Stacy Keibler. 65 rated. Tammy sits in the ring with her man-beast Rhino. She says after Rhino dispatched Raven, the best there is to offer in the hardcore division, there is nothing left for our man to prove. It's time to step things up a gear and move on to bigger and better things. So as of now, Rhino officially, Taz's music fills the arena and the human suplex machine makes his way down to the ring. He tells Tammy to stop right there and not say another word. There is no way that she's going to let Rhino throw that hardcore title away like it's a piece of trash. The only pieces of trash around here is her and her client. That title proves to everybody what a man really is, getting hit with every object a man can find, only to show up every week and own it. If they won't show that title the respect it deserves, he will. Tammy says if Taz thinks he's man enough to take it, then prove it tonight in a hardcore match. 65. We then have that hardcore match where Taz wins with the Taz mission on Perry Saturn. 73. Taz went for 73. That's good. That's not bad at all. Shut up, Perry. Alright, Sting is seen in an unknown dark location with a crow on one shoulder and the WWF World Heavyweight Championship on the other. He tells the camera he sees the irony in the fact that he never wanted to work for Vince McMahon in the first place, but now he stands here alone as his World Heavyweight Champion. If there was one guy in the WWF that would have been incentive enough to sign off his own accord, it would have been The Rock, and it was an honour to share the ring with him with such a fierce competitor. He is aware that there was a conspiracy against him last night, but Sting works alone. He cares not for Booker T or Goldberg or what they think. He knows Vince will be desperate to see this belt around the so-called Great One, and he's going to give him the chance. So what do you say, Rock? The Icon versus the People's Champ? I'll await your response. 100 rated. Great stuff from Sting. Kurt Angle comes out and starts bragging about what he did to Nature Boy Ric Flair last night. He gets the truck to play some of the brutal highlights, and the Titantron shows Rick unconscious at the hospital. Kurt says the frauds are not welcome in the WWF of America. He is interrupted by Ken Shamrock, who tells Kurt that Rick isn't here to give you the beating you deserve, so he's going to do it for him. You talk about being a legitimate fighter and a gold medal winner, and let's see how you fare against the most legitimate fighter in his business. Ken makes a beeline for the ring. 90 rated. We then had the match between them, where Kurt Angle gets the win by using the ropes for leverage. He scurries away from the ring, battered and bruised, with blood raining down from his nose. Ken Shamrock doesn't seem to be bothered by the loss, he just wants blood. 74 rated. Probably would have been higher if it had a storyline associated to it. Goldberg makes his signature entrance and takes a mic. He says that last night Sting was the better man and deserves to be the champ, for now. He says that The Rock proved he was every bit the man he says he is, but as for Booker T, not so much. He had all the big plans on how to stop the People's Champion, but it was his soft ass that got pinned last night, which means that he isn't standing in this ring as World Heavyweight Champion. Well, weak blood always needs to be removed. The tribe that is WCW may be dead, but when he sees weakness, he kills it. Booker T, you're next. We then have the tag match between Taker and Cactus Jack and Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall, and Undertaker got the win with the last ride on Scott Hall. Yeah, Taker was injured still, so 86, 83, 86, 83. Probably would have been a little bit higher if he wasn't injured. Still decent though, I'm happy with that. We then have the main event segment. Nice one, Hogan, that's all I want to see. Austin is finally here, his pickup truck is here and he gets out and he's on the warpath. He stomps through the back of the arena, launching chairs, beating up cameramen and staff, and finally finds his way to Triple H's locker room. But Shane stops him and begs him to calm down. Steve Austin tells Shane he knows Triple H was in with his boy Shawn Michaels all along and he's going to kill him. Shane tells the Rattlesnake that Triple H is truly sorry and takes responsibility for losing the Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team titles and wants to ask for your forgiveness personally, but you've got to calm down. As Austin hesitates to respond, Triple H jumps from the back with a sledgehammer. Triple H and Shane stomp Austin down while Stephanie looks on with a smile. The camera fades away as we see Triple H spit on a prone Austin and walk away. 99 rated. 88 rated Raw. We're slowly getting some better ratings. And considering we had a few matches in there that were not storyline related, and the girls like Tammy and Lita and all featured prominently, that's really good. I'm happy with that. 88.